dear students. How are you all? Are you studying well? Yes, very good. What about the online classes going on? Yes, okay. The main thing I have to remember you about the COVID-19 protocol. So, be in home, stay safe. Okay? Let me introduce myself. I am Jebbi Jose, your social science teacher. Here, I am taking the second chapter, Medieval India, Society, Resources and Trade. Yes, what's it? Medieval India, Society, Resources and Trade. It is the continuation of the first chapter. In the first chapter, we studied different rulers, dynasties and the centers of power. Okay? Are you fond of reading books? Yes, welcome. Do you know Babur? Yes, the founder of Mughal dynasty. Baburnama is the member of the Mughal Emperor Babur. Baburnama is the member of the Mughal Emperor Babur. You can see the picture of Babur and description of Baburnama. Hindustan is a wonderful land compared to other countries. It is entirely different. The mountains, rivers, forests and deserts here are unique. The animals, plants, people, languages, rain and wind are all diverse. Baburnama. What information we are getting from Baburnama? Yes, Baburnama speaks about the prosperity and diversity of medieval India. Let's watch the video.
India. Physical divisions. India is a big and beautiful country. It is our motherland. India is the 7th largest country in the world. We have numerous cities, hills, mountains and rivers in our country. The land of our country is not same everywhere. It varies from place to place. We have high mountains in the north, rocky plateau in the south and vast fertile plain in the middle. Many rivers arise in the mountains. The climate of our country is not always same. It is hot and dry in some parts. The beauty of the Himalayas has always attracted tourists, men and women from all over the world. Many mountaineers tried to climb the mountain peaks. The Himalayas are divided into 4 parallel zones. These are Himadri or the Great Himalaya, the Shivalik Hills and the Terai. 1. The rivers originating carry fertile soil from the mountains to the plains. 2. The forests provide valuable wood and herbs to the mankind. The forests present around the Himalayas are the natural home of many kinds of birds and animals. 4. They form a natural protection border, wall along the northern borders. The Northern Plains. Northern Plain lies to the south of the Himalayan mountains. This region is called as Northern Plain.
India, a treasure house of culture. India has also given some unique and valuable gifts to the world like yoga, Ayurveda, chess, zero, and even trigonometry, a branch of mathematics. The food variety in India is amazingly diverse. An array of aromatic preparations of vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes, breads and rice together make our regional cuisines a treat. Clothing is mostly influenced by the climate of the region. The traditional women wear is the sari, which is an elaborate drape cloth, and the men wear kurta and pajama or a dhoti. National festivals. India celebrates 3 national festivals: which are observed by all the states and union territories, namely Republic Day, Independence Day and Gandhi Jayanti.
Okay, welcome back. It is this diversity and prosperity attracted the foreign travelers to India. It is this diversity and prosperity attracted the foreign travelers to India. Their travels help us to understand the socio-economic conditions of that time. Their travelers help us to understand the socio-economic conditions of that time. Next, we are taking the traveler Al-Biruni. He came from Central Asia. You can see the description of Al-Biruni. Agriculture and artisanship. For farming, cereals and grazing cattle, land revenue and grazing tax were to be paid to the rulers. Similarly, tax was to be paid on income from trade. 1/6 of the income was to be spent for the protection of the country. Al-Biruni. What are the occupation and taxes mentioned in Al-Biruni's description? Yes, occupations such as agriculture, trade, grazing cattle. Taxes such as land tax, trade tax, grazing tax. Okay? Do you follow me? Do you understand me? Yes, okay. Agriculture was the main occupation of the people of medieval India. The main crops were cereals, pulses, sugarcane, cotton, etc. In this period, there was plenty of uncultivated land was available. Uncultivated means the land which was suitable for agriculture but not using. Uncultivated means the land which was suitable for agriculture but not using. Those who first cultivated in such land will be granted ownership right. As a result, the agriculture field was developed. Then the rulers were taken certain steps for the progress of agriculture. They are: first one, arrange irrigation facilities; second one, supplied seeds; and the third one, granted tax relaxation. Once more, first one, arrange irrigation facilities; second one, supplied seeds; and the third one, granted tax relaxation. Okay? In the medieval period, the officers were given land as wages. This system was known as Iqta during Sultanate period and Jagirdari during Mughal period. Hope you all are understanding. Now I am giving an activity for you. Everybody must do that. Okay? What are the taxes and occupations mentioned in Al-Biruni's description? Once more, what are the occupation and taxes mentioned in Al-Biruni's description? So, we can wind up this session. We will see in next class. Okay, bye.